Sure, Shalom, Akim. We're going to start by saying all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, Bishop of Great Millstone, and salutations I can push in this word, and also sitting honor the whole full letter, Shalom. Through the spirit we added again, open forum, just the whole full year. This year is almost up, and this year been from beginning to end, been on fire. Prophecies jumping off the scriptures. We should go in the spirit and get to it. So what you got? Start with that.
All right, I'll start it off. Revelation 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power.
Yeah, salvation for who? Salvation for Israel, right? And not just all of Israel. No, it's dealing with the elect of Israel. Okay, the ones out there. First and foremost, the 144,000. Right, the men out there sighing and crying out there in the houses and byways, prophesying, right? And then also the 1/3, which is, the rest of the, it's the 144,000. Then the rest of the 1/3. Okay, the friends, the family, might be the women, children, right? That sigh and cry for this wickedness, man. That woke up to Esau being the devil.
All right. In the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Yeah, which is Yahushua, and the accuser of our brethren that's cast down, who's our brother? Esau, the so-called white man, right? Going back to Jacob and Esau, which Esau is the progenitor of the so-called white race, or Edom, right? And then you have Jacob, progenitor of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Ever since the beginning of time, there was always war between those two, in which Esau always, like you very accused.
Yes.
I'll read that last part again.
Okay. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Right, and he always accused Israel, man. Like you put, for instance, even the food we eat is defiled because Esau's the rulership. One thing he would do is put pork, which is gelatin. He put it in shit. He don't gotta put it in, right? Why? So we could go off. So now we're going off. Now it's the reason for us to be in captivity. Because the main reason in captivity is because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments. That's something to bring out.
Oh no, it's still more.
Okay. All right.
Which accused them before our power day and night. Okay, I mention something. Like you mentioned, their pork and products. Yeah. Also, when we go to buy regular products, like you go to buy a pack of chicken, now that wrapping that you unwrap and toss away, that wrapping could be made with pork too. Sometimes they sometimes they say it, and then others it's not said, and they don't have to do that. But you know what I'm talking about, right? The plastic that covers a pack of chicken. Which accused them before our power day and night. That's what that's what those witches and the elite, they go to the Lord and they say that our people are going off with all the stuff that our people do, music and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and meanwhile they're the ones who pushing it out there. That's why I should say you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Okay. You got it, bro.
All right. This is Job chapter 20 and verse 4.
You speak on it too.
All right.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Knowest not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Yeah, the triumphing of the wicked is short. But it may seem that they're getting they're getting away with all these upon the world, you know, and our people for, you know, hundreds of years. You know that we ain't nothing, and we were nothing, even though they took our identity. And also, you know, they want to hide the fact that they run the world, and they gatekeep, you know, truth. You know, the truth is that, you know, the so-called white people, you know, they're not the people of the Lord. The truth is that we're the people of the Lord, and they hate the fact that, you know, their lives are being brought down. You know that's why, you know, the Israeli
Alright, the water.
They can't hear us?
That's on property.
Oh. It's locked.
Go ahead, it's like, brother.
the Israeli council official, you know, she said that the problem with the state of Israel, you know, hear this, with the state of Israel is with the young generation of black men in America. That's code for, you know, we've lost, you know, we've spent millions of dollars trying to hide the truth, and now, you know, the truth is out and Jake is rising up, and they hate it, you know. And the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment, because, you know, for a moment in time, you know, they had us in slavery, you know, they did us dirty, but even though we're still in captivity, the Lord is raising us up, and there's gonna be a big problem. That's why they're coming after us. That's why they're gonna come after us, you know.
Is there more on that?
There's a little bit more. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach to the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. Which mean that though he's high up, you know, he's in rulership right now. He runs the world. You know, starting with the elites. You know, they control the economy, they control the military, they control the wars which they make money off of.
Yeah, you finished off.
And yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Yeah, because he's gonna be no more in remembrance as someone, you know, that ruled the world. He's gonna be low in the kingdom of heaven.
Come.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's right, man. I got a quick precept. This is Psalm 50 and 20. Thou sittest and, well, you know what? This is you know what? You get first.
All right, Clint, could you you mentioned a little earlier that you know, we wrestle not with flesh and blood.
That's right.
So this is Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Yeah, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. We're not wrestling against flesh and blood. We're wrestling against the spirits that's jumping on the people. All right. We wrestle with spirits that try to jump on us. You know, put crazy thoughts in our mind. But we constantly it's a fight. It's a battle. We wrestle with you know, the tired demon that's on us. You know, the idol demon, the folly demon, the entertainment demon. We wrestle with a lot. But against, we're not wrestling with blood, flesh. But against principalities, but against the elite. But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world. We wrestle against the elite also, man.
Yeah. You know, how is that? Because like we brought out earlier, they slander us.
Yes.
You know, and we basically bring it out, you know, I'm trying to think of an example like Paul's like, don't be violent or whatnot, right? Because why? Because Esau turned around and said, look at these guys, they're some criminals, right? But then our actions would show different, or like you mentioned about pork being in certain wrappers and certain foods will have, or even medicine, the capsules will have pork gelatin, right? So it's pork and then it's the vegetarian one, so certain things you could avoid. Like I ain't gonna take the pork, I'm gonna get the one that's vegetarian.
Yeah.
And just praying to the Lord to protect us from the wicked.
Yeah. Our fabrics, the clothing we wear, they going to the Lord saying, look, your people, look at the clothes they're wearing, the texture, the fabrics. It's a whole list of things. Oh, okay. Let me finish this, which I believe I did. Against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, those elites, man. And the demons, so we wrestling with that.
Yeah, at least they're deep in witchcraft. Mm-hmm. They put it in Hollywood, in their movies, the music, right? It's all that shit is a bunch of witchcraft. I don't know these new artists' names. They had that, I think Doja Cat. I don't know. One of them cats. I don't know.
Oh, that female?
Yeah, she was she's a demon. She's on the rooftop on the ceiling and shit.
Okay.
And that's the vibration that they put out into the world amongst Israel.
Yeah.
You got to know that.
This is the book of Micah. What's that from? Micah 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and worketh evil upon their beds.
Yeah, that's Esau. We devise iniquity, and he worketh upon his bed. He comes, he thinks about it, he conjures it up, right? And then he brings it into the world, right?
It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and worketh evil upon their beds.
Right.
When it's the morning, it is light, and they practice it because it's in the power of their hand.
And what falls right into that is what the New World Order, bringing in that whole CBDC, the microchip. What has to happen is all prophetic, but what's also prophetic is that Esau is going to be the devil. So everything he's moving on according to plan. So this is that, right? What else? The situation with Israel and the Philistines, right? That situation, they bombing those people over there because it's in the power of their hands to do. Even and not forget about Israel, right? Because apparently all these fucking rappers and celebrities, they're forgetting about Jake, and they over there sending money to Israel and setting up prayers for Israel and shit. But then you got your own people in the neighborhoods you ain't gonna send a dime to, right? But what we the part again?
It says, woe unto them that devise iniquity.
Yeah, destruction unto you, death, mournings, woes, right?
And work evil upon their beds.
Mm-hmm.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand.
Yeah, because they're kingdom, right? This is that wicked kingdom, right?
And they cover fields, and they take them by violence.
Mm-hmm.
And the houses are taken away, and they oppress a man and his house,
Mm-hmm.
and a man and his heritage.
Yeah, a man in his house, a man in his heritage, right? Which they took our heritage away, totally. They got us thinking we evolved from monkeys and not too long ago we were swinging on trees, right? Because it took away our heritage, which is what? The customs of an Israelite, being an Israelite, believing and worshiping Yahweh Shai. They took these things away. Like the brother brought out earlier, now we getting it back, and they mad at that. All right, but that's all prophecy.
So, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family I do devise an evil,
Mm-hmm.
from which ye ye shall be removed, your necks, neither your haughtiness.
And what's that evil? The end days, your total destruction, those nuclear missiles, along with those chariots, shooting those lasers at you.
Neither shall their haughtiness, for the tongue is evil. That's it.
Yeah, your pride. So you got it.
I got something. This is Proverbs 22 and 28. Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set.
You got it.
Yeah, so that's just what the so-called white man has done. He removed the ancient landmark, our identities, our nationality, who our power is, who the angels are, and he took our lands away. He took New Canaan, this land, for the northern kingdom. All right, he took the Holy Land over there in Israel. He took that from us. The Most High, the Lord's name, from us. So he removed. The scriptures say, "Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set," and that's what he's done. And what's that movie you was telling me to watch?
It's called
With Leonardo DiCaprio?
It's called the Killer of the Flower Moon.
The Killer of the Flower Moon?
It's based in 1920.
1920, you see what I mean? So, everything, all the dirt is constantly coming out what Esau did, all the dirt he has done. There's further shown, like, remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. That's it.
Got a piece for you. Psalms 49 verse 11. It says, the end will taught already.
Oh, no, that's what you want me to do?
I got it for you.
All right.
The end will taught is that the houses shall continue forever.
Yeah, that's their inward thoughts, that their houses shall continue forever, so then they can pass their heritage down to their generations. They believe that new order is going to happen. They're going to decrease. They are going to decrease the majority of the world population, and they plan on doing that and enslaving the remainder, the little remaining of the nation of Israel, putting back into captivity. That's their plan. But the Lord going to disrupt that. The scripture is a scripture that says, I think it's in Job, the bounds that he, I'm gonna get it.
Joe, I passed. I got you.
Yeah. So Esau, yes, Job 14 and 5. Esau is not going to, his new order is not going to take place the way he wanted. All right?
Finish it.
The end will taught is that their houses shall continue.
Yeah, their houses. House of Rothschild, a house of the 13 banker families. Their house is going into captivity.
Forever.
Forever. It's not going to happen.
And the dwelling places for all generations.
Yeah, they're talking about what galaxies they plan on getting to. What type of civilization they're gonna reach. Like, they got a thing called type 2, type 3 civilizations, where they're gonna harness the power of the sun. They're gonna harness the power of galaxies. This is what this man is trying to achieve. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. But but it ain't gonna happen.
They call their lands after their own name.
That's so-called white man does that. Amerigo Vespucci, Carthage, that they renamed Africa after Leo Scipio Africanus, and the list goes on. That's what they do. They name cities after themselves and continents after themselves, man.
That's it.
So this is if you go for Job 14 and 5, seeing his days are determined.
Yeah, seeing his days are determined by the Most High, by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Whose days? The so-called white man, starting with the elites.
The number of his months are with thee.
So it's a number, it's a measure, it's a time frame that this man, it's a cap on his power, Shalom. It's a cap on this man's power. The Lord, the Most High, has put a cap on his power.
God is upon his bounds that he cannot pass.
There's a bounds that he can't pass. There's a certain height of his rule that he's going to get to, and he's going to get brought out his power. It's a good series to watch. It's called The Fall of the House of Usher. Not the singer, man. It's the so-called elite family, and they basically made an oath to where they made an oath with a death angel that they could get the height of their power. They could live up to like 75 years of age, but their children and their generations after them gotta pay the tab. They gotta be killed off. You know, it's a good series.
It says God's upon it, his bounds, and he cannot pass.
Yeah, so it's a bounds, man. It's a height to your power, and you can't surpass that. It's like it was a cap on how long we'd stay in captivity, the nation of Israel. So Esau, you nearing that end. So he's doing everything to try to prolong his end, like his policy, further keep us in darkness, so that the elect is not sealed. You get me? So this keeps them remaining in power.
Yeah,
But they stupid.
Yeah, they in a bag, man. You know,
Yeah.
they're getting desperate. You know, because we at the end of the kingdom, like it or not. You know,
Trying to estimate how many stars, how many galaxies there are, how much sand there is. He tried to do an estimate, but the Lord wants a full count, and you can never get that full count. Therefore, you can't disrupt the prophecies. You know what I mean?
yeah. What you got, bro?
Why she got anything?
Yeah, I got, sorry, my phone froze up.
Yeah.
This is Job, chapter 27, verse 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword.
Yeah, if your children multiply, it's for the sword. Because the only way America gonna be cleansed is by your blood, a so-called white man's blood, and then you have to go into slavery. So you multiply. It's just for it's for your destruction.
And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Your offspring is not gonna be satisfied with bread. All right. Once again, on that series, man, one of the dude's families, she would be so-called innocent, but she had to pay the tab of her grandfather and her aunt that made that oath. You know what I mean? And I like that series, man. Payback. You know what I mean?
That's the so we doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's more.
Let's see.
All right, cool. This is 2nd Ezra 69. Let me stop a little more. Matter of fact, 2nd Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Jacob and Esau. Who's Jacob? The so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that represent, the head that was talking about that. And then it's going to mention Esau, the so-called white man.
Let me start from the top.
All right.
2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered said, what shall be the pardon asunder of the times?
Yeah, Ezra's asking you what shall be the end, the age of rule for Esau.
Or when shall be the end of beginning of it that followeth?
And what shall be the end of Esau and the beginning for Jacob, our rulership?
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born.
So when Jacob and Esau was born, that Jacob represents the nation of Israel, Esau represents Edomites, which are Caucasians.
Of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
So Esau came off, Jacob held his heel. It's symbolic, meaning Jacob he would get the power and yank Esau out of his rulership. All right?
It's going to be a violent exchange. It's not going to be a peace treaty or, a deal being made. It's going to be straight up, it's mine,
Yeah.
taking it. It says, for Esau is the end of the world.
So Esau is the end of the age of rulership. This the end of the age of the rulership. Esau is so-called white man.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. All right, under Yahushai's rule. Yahushai is gonna be the head.
That was
That's it.
yeah.
I appreciate for you.
Yahushai is the head, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This is about the decree of the watchers and the demand of the word of the holy ones, that the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdoms of men.
The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. There's no free will, free thought. So the Most High directs everyone's thoughts, man. All right. So we're basically the Lord pulling everyone, all of us, and everything by the strings. There's no free will or right for you to choose. The Most High wouldn't be the Most High. The Lord wouldn't be the Lord. All right. Esau knows this because he tries to be the Most High. He knows that the Most High, you know, the demons talk to Sigmund Freud. You know what I mean? The demons talk to Sigmund Freud. That's why, and gave him the knowledge of the id, the ego, and the super ego, and the unconscious mind.
That's what we're for.
Subconscious and unconscious mind. He gave them so he knows. So on the left hand side, and then you got another dude named Milton Erickson. Those all them psychologists where they do the hypnosis to throw people under and throw them quick suggestions for hypnosis. Just like got the NLP, Richard Bandler, I think, and John Grinder, whatever, I'll mix their names up, neuro-linguistic programming, they plant thoughts for programming, but it all goes back, they trying to be like the Most High, because the Most High puts your, he puts the thoughts in your spirit when you sleep. All right? I know I was blabbering when I was trying to like remember certain things, but yeah, so Esau tries to be the Lord. Esau trying to be the Most High.
Says, that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right.
Remember to get Job after 30 and Sappho.
So there's no free will,
Sappho 1.
free thought.
Read down.
All right. It's just an illusion of free will, but the Most High is in control of everything. The Most High, and the Lord is in control. All right.
I got some.
And give it to whosoever he will.
He empowers whom he will. So the Lord temporarily let Esau rule for a short period of time, and that rulership is nearing its end.
And set up the basis of men.
Basis of men, the so-called white man, they're the lowest. He set them up. Basically, the Lord like helped them, man, and then like piggybacked them. I mean, lifted them up, and He helped them. The Lord really helped them, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the Lord put training wheels on them and just helped them out.
That's it.
That's why scriptures say, shall the potter, damn, how it go?
Does the potter have power over the clay?
Yeah, something like that, you know. That's which Esau will be the potter. I mean the clay, Slocky. Esau will be the clay, and the Most High will be the potter, you know. But that's the pride of Esau to talk against his maker. I get that scripture, but I'll say for you real quick.
That's it.
This is on Matthew 24 and 36. It says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
So the Most High is the Most High. So there's a lot of things that not even Yahushua the angels know. All right, that is when the Most High gives the order. That's showing that's showing the Most High. He's in control. All authority, like, is the order, a ranking system, as it should be.
Shalom to the Akim on the comment board.
Shalom, Akim.
You got it, brother.
Right? And yeah, you got it.
Job chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision.
They that are younger than I have me in derision. So the so-called white man, ultimately, they are younger than we are. They are younger than we are. But yeah, but they have us in. Basically, we under their feet right now.
Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
I don't even want them around the dogs, man. They play with the animals, man. Do abominable things with the animals, man. Try to sleep with the animals and do disgraceful things with the animals, man. You ever be outside, you be with the brothers, and you see the animals be with Esau, and they basically trying to get around the Akim to get away from their owners?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're basically, they're a bunch of abominable freaks, man.
Yeah, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished.
Uh-huh.
For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in foreign time, desolate and waste.
Yeah, they was out there in the Caucasus Mountains, Georgia, Russia, man. They was driven forth from among men. People like ran after them to try to destroy them because they were filthy, treacherous, and dishonest, man. So they basically they fled. They was living in the mountains in them cold ass caves, man. And that's the so-called white man. These cave dwellers, Caucasians.
Got more?
Yeah. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
Yep, so that's what they ate, man. The Lord preserved them by eating that. All right. So they had the Flintstone kids, Captain Caveman, yo. You type in the clip on your spare time. Look at Captain Caveman, yo. That's how they were with all that hair on them and shit.
They were driven forth from among men.
Yeah.
They cried after them as after a thief.
Yeah, like a thief. They just chasing them down, man. They had to flee. The people was chasing them down, man. To put hands on them.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth and in the rocks.
They was in the caves, man. They was out there. They was out there in Europe, man. The places that don't have the bottomless pit, that don't have resources.
Among the bushes they prayed, under the nettles they were gathered together.
Yeah, and they was doing that grunting, that caveman grunt, that language. If you want to get an idea how it sound like, look at the movie Encino Man, and you'll see what's the dude named Brendan Fraser, whatever, the actor, and you'll see he was talking that language. You know, that grunting language.
Yeah. You had a movie Robin Hood with Kevin Kushner.
Okay.
That's the one when I think Apostles go into it, but that's the one where I think you guys have seen when it was in the woods. Then you had cavemen, people coming out grunting and attacking them. You know, that was basically the Edomites.
Yeah. Hey, you could tell the Edomite spirit, man. You remember 34th Street? It'd be cold as hell, boy. Yo, they be walking around with no feet on, meaning no sneakers. We call sneakers feet. They walking out there with no sneakers on and a cold ass on concrete, man. You get me? they used to
Running,
that.
jogging.
I can't do that shit, man. They got the polar bear clubs. I ain't talking about simple ass jakes that try to follow, but nah, man. That shit is not normal. Going out there, jumping in the water in the cold in the wintertime, man.
Yeah.
That's Esau. Climbing fucking mountains with common mountains, period, and then some of them go get. I want to do it regardless.
They were children of fools, yeah, children of base men.
Yeah, the children are fools, man. They are fools, man. So-called white man's an idiot. They don't believe in a higher power. All right, the lesser elites. I'm not talking about the 13 banker families because they know the Most High exists. The other ones,
They were viler than the earth.
it's vile, man. So-called white man, they nasty, man.
And now I am their song, yeah, I am their byword.
Yeah, we're their song and their byword. They look at us like, oh, look at them. Look how they fell. They in the projects. They walking around in them tour buses and shit like that, looking around, looking in amazement when they go in Harlem and different places on the U.S. And we their byword. We the what is it? The nigga, the spit, what's that joint called? Grease ball, what else? Yeah, all those names they call us.
We all
Moolies.
Yeah, movies. Now we had Esau in slavery, especially when King David was on the scene. Esau was a servant, man. Edom was a servant on the. That's how they really got to understand how to use, spoons, forks, how to carry themselves. It was really through Israel, on them being in subjection. But now the Spirit had to where it was actually their time to rule over us. For a time, now they have us in subjection. Got it?
They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face.
Yeah, man, they cut us out of all business dealings. We at the bottom. Some of them discriminate with hiring process, loaning process, even moving into certain areas, even if you have the money. They show that how they treated Jake. It's a series, The Gilded Age, right? And they show in the 1800s in New York, so-called New York City, so-called the 5 points, 5 boroughs, or whatever you want to call it back then, where you had Jakes that had money. You had Jakes that had money,
I went a movie in the 80s called 2000.
Okay.
Space Odyssey.
All right.
But he saw like a monkey. And he talk. That's he saw.
Yeah.
Shit. Even in the, they show you that in the movie Domino. It's going apart. The series Domino is going into what is it? That's the time during Augustus Caesar and and Tiberius. Around that time, a little before Tiberius is coming into power, because that was Augustus Caesar's stepson. You had Jakes that was high up, but they was trying to get into before they got into the Senate and all that. Before they became emperors, they was stepping up to try to get in. Esau never mentions these things. I'm sorry.
Finish off with the full scriptures and close up.
38 minutes ago.
Go ahead, finish off.
Alright, let me go on scripture. This is
That was done? That verse was done?
yeah.
Okay. All right, bring it up.
So, Psalms chapter 50 and verse 20.
50 and 20?
Yeah.
Go to 16.
16. Alright. Psalm chapter 50 verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to defend my statutes?
Now,
Oh, sorry. You got it.
Now, Esau put himself in a position of the Israelites, right? Because he took our customs, and he also took our book, and then he said this is his book and his people, right? But now the Lord is saying, wait, what have you done to declare my statutes, right?
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
or thou shalt take my covenant in thy mouth. So it's a serious act. You know, it's not really a small thing. So Esau think it, you know, it's being proud about it, but it's really a great offense. And scripture say, well, it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power, right?
Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee.
Right, you hated instruction and cast my words behind thee, because what's the word? So wisdom, knowledge, understanding scriptures, the law, statutes, and commandments. Now everything in the Bible, Esau takes it and he flips it upside down. You know, everything contrary, literally everything, right? Because if the brother brought it out, is no uprightness in him, right?
When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers.
Mm-hmm.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Right, that's Esau, man. His lies, right? His laws, you know, right?
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
And that's Jacob, right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Like we brought it out in the beginning. You know, you speak against us, you know, calling us murderers, and you know, now all of a sudden we're the ones with no manners, that don't know how to act, right? Which the word nigga goes back to black. Now you put that word black on us, like black represents what? So it's like
Void of light.
void of light, and it represents a negative perspective. But that's not the deal. Now you white and we black, so now you got the light, you got the wisdom, and we just, you know, docile or whatever, right? So you put that negative image on us, all right?
These things hast thou done, and I have kept silence.
Mm-hmm.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself.
Which is not the case. Not the Lord kept silent, but the Lord is basically letting your track record go up. So when the judgment comes down, it's fitting. You know, it's the same thing Esau does today. You go to the store, you steal something, you can get away with it, then you do it again, you do it again, you do it again. So all of a sudden you done racked up grand larceny. It's not gonna throw your ass in jail for what, 10 years, and, you know, throw a whole book at you. You know, that's your first offense, right?
But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Right, the Lord gonna basically come down and judge your ass for all your wickedness, you know, and your punishment is gonna be death, and this kingdom is gonna be destroyed, and Esau is not gonna ever come back as a people, you know. So he says he's gonna set things in order, meaning what? You no longer gonna be in rulership over Israel. You're gonna be on the bottom where you're supposed to be. Right? That basically the point.
Okay, something. This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's what the brother brought out too on the comment board.
This one right here.
Yeah, but that's talking about Esau. His spirit is not lifted up. His spirit is not upright. That's why you can't do nothing right, man.
And we also talk about the movie Quest of Fire. That's a good movie too. That's what Esau. That's caveman's.
Yeah, Quest of Fire, yeah. Esau bring out this, you know, that's how scripture says his tongue shall fall upon him, man. You know? Yeah. You got it.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
But the just shall live by faith. It's just as the elect, okay? And we have faith that his place will be destroyed, and we have faith that the Lord may just save us if we keep doing the works. Alright? You got anything, Kabashi?
Yeah, I was reading Job 27. You said, so you asked me if there was anything left, and I said no, but there was like 3 verses left.
Alright, like I was saying. Alright, you got it.
Alright, so Job chapter 27, verse 15. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep.
that's going to Esau, man. You know, and this is your destruction at hand, right?
Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
Yeah, man. Everything you took from us, all the wealth, all the gold, silver, all everything you got by wickedly is gonna be taken from you. You know, and we gonna get all those things. Even going back to when you sacked Jerusalem, and you took all the gold and silver, and, you know, and whatever, you know, or our good things. You won't get all those things back. Right now they got it somewhere in a safe or in a museum somewhere, or somewhere in their house. Guess what, man? All that stuff you gonna get it back. You know, you gonna find up all those things that you've taken. That's basically it.
Yeah.
All right. So Lord was the edifying lesson. And once again, we want to say all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Pakudash. Those honestly possible, push us great millstone, and say, Chase Akim up there pushing this word. You know, saying, honestly, all full elect, shalom to the Akim of the conqueror, swap for the precepts. All right, Lord will, shalom. Shalom.